I'm stuck. I feel stuck. Why is it that anytime I try to move forward, something always drags me backwards? Why? Am I super glue? Why? Ah, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. No, 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 no. Listen, is this what you want to be your situation? Is this how you want to keep thinking and thinking of your life, thinking of your finances? Is this how? Do you know that so many people think like this despite their income? Some might be low income earners, some might be average, some might be high. Despite, or regardless of that, they feel stuck. You know what? I've noticed something. Over 50% of the viewers have not subscribed. So I want you to do something. Do me a favor. Check that you subscribed. And let's dive into the story. And let's help you out of your situation. Okay. So I will be reading the story from this man. It's very confidential. So I won't be naming any names. So he goes, "Hey man, thanks for reading my message. I'm really struggling right now. I don't know what to do. I take home about $4,200 a month after taxes." After, not before. So it earns more before tax, but after taxes. So we're talking about the net income. But my rent in the city is $2,150. That's the one problem. I can already see one problem right now. Let me calculate the math because I know some people are not really good at math. 4,200 divided by 2, okay, thereabout. Your rent is 50%. What are you thinking? Rent 50% of your income, of your net income. That's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Let's keep going. After rent, bills and groceries, there's almost nothing left. My wife and I just had our first baby, and between diapers, formula, and daycare, that costs $1,400 a month. We are barely surviving. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? I've racked, oh my God. I've racked up $18,000 in credit card debt because we kept using it to cover gaps. See, I've told you guys something. There are two things you need to understand. There's credit card use and credit card debt. You shouldn't allow yourself to live a life of credit card debt. Credit card use is good. Credit card debt is bad. Because you are just raking up interest, inflation interest on top of what you've bought. That is a severe wealth killer. Credit card debt, oh my God. So let's continue. So I've racked up $18,000 in credit card debt because we kept using it to cover gaps. The interest is killing me. Why am I not surprised? Choking. You know, when you see all the people that are like, choke me. When you experience that choking, choke me, honey, choke me. It's choking him now, right now. Interest, gas, insurance, and student loans are also eating up whatever is left. I work overtime whenever I can. See, that's another thing. So, do you understand? Like, you inflate your lifestyle, then you now start working overtime. That's, do you understand? That's not a good recipe for long and long good standing health. Because some people work overtime and they take it overboard. They go extra mile. So he said, I work overtime whenever I can, but it feels like I'm running on a treadmill. The faster I go, the more behind I feel. Yeah, he said, the faster I go, the more behind I get. I feel stuck. At night, I lie awake stressed, wondering how we are going to survive the next few years. We want to buy a house one day and give our children a good life, but right now it feels impossible. Bro, I need real advice. How do people actually get ahead in this economy? I'm tired of just surviving. Oh my, it's a very challenging thing. It's very challenging. I can see he has dreams of this and that, and that's one thing. Like, once people don't do proper calculation, they don't calculate, okay, can I afford this thing in the long run? Not can I just afford it now with all my savings. If you don't do your calculations, do your research, do your calculations. Can I have in the long run? Because I'm looking at him now. You say you have the desire to buy a house. I'm sure you've had the desire for so many things, but you didn't do calculations in the long run. Now you are where you are. Now, this is not like a blame game. It's just that some people might not understand the gravity of what they are doing to themselves. So I need to point it out, even though we need solution, but I need to point, because number one thing is to acknowledge that something is going wrong. Number two thing is to spot out what exactly is going wrong and how can I fix it. Do you understand? But if you don't see what you are doing as a big deal, you're like, oh, my money is just disappearing. Where is it going? Do you understand? So you've had some dreams. I believe you've had some desires, some dreams in the past, and you didn't do some permutative calculations. And now you see, first mistake is your rent. It shouldn't be half of your income. Like, that's too much. It should be within the range of, I would say 20, but let's say 25 to 30% of your income. Especially if you're not an extremely low income earner. And even as at that, some people might look at, let's say if you're very low income earner, you might look for family to stay with, or look for somebody to squat with, that even though you are not paying them money, you are giving them value. You might be cleaning their dishes, doing some house chores, doing some maybe little business related tasks that would save them maybe time or save them money. Do you understand? So you need to ensure that your rent is between 25 to 30%. Do you understand? It shouldn't be that high. If not, you'll be like, oh, it's choking me. Do you understand? So, because after your housing cost, you have several other bills. You have groceries, you have maintenance, you have you just have several other bills, some emergencies. You have maybe car repairs or something, gas, utility bills, and yeah, you need to have a plan, craft out a plan, write it down, and tell yourself you stick to it. So at this point in time, man, you need to. The thing is, you need to cut down your costs to fit cut your coats according to your size. So you need to cut down your costs to fit within your budget, and you must cut it down in such a way that you have money to pay for debt, you have money to pay for your needs. And yeah, rent is a need, but at this point that rent is too much. You need to look for an alternative. Do you want to go back to your family? Do you want to get a cheaper place? Those are options for you. Those are really, really valid options for you, because right now your rent will make it very difficult. You know, rent is one of housing is one of the most expensive costs you would spend on over your lifetime. There are some people, if they can cut the cost of their rent, it's almost impossible. But I can see you are trying to put in the work. You are trying to put in the work to earn more income, which is very good. That's a very good mindset to work more. But again, you have to look at it, because some people today have money, but they don't have health. And you know, some of these health issues is not sudden. It's not like a cause. It's something that builds up over time. So I don't know if it's just a little bit of overworking, that's fine. But if you are overworking almost times 2 of how you should be working, then you really need to calm down. So you don't, because this body needs exercise, it needs rest. It needs exercise, it needs some amount of stress, it needs rest. But once the stress is going beyond levels, your health begins to decline. Do you understand? So you need to be careful about how much over time. Another option would be, okay, try to look for a higher paying job. But you know, the issue is, I think this is even beyond a higher paying job. Like, a higher paying job will help, but it might be very satisfying in the first maybe 6 months. But if like the root cause of the issue is not resolved, a high paying job will not do jack in the long run. Do you understand? Like, it will not, in the long run, it will not feel like something significant. It will still feel like living paycheck to paycheck. So you need to look for ways. How can you clear the debt? You know, see, another thing I'm seeing here, you have credit card, then you even have student loans. See, it's good, but like over 70%, it's good to go to, well, I mean, it's good to go to like universities, higher institutions, but you need to really be intentional, because there's data. The facts on ground is that most people that go into school taking all these huge loans, eventually they don't do what they went to school to study. So why pay all those amounts, bro? Do you understand? When the chances that because it's only about maybe 15%, less than 20% actually do what they study for. And I think the people that do what they study are maybe people that focus on the high earning courses. And imagine, even out of the high earning courses, it's not everyone that eventually does what they studied in school. So yeah, that might not be the best idea for every student, every young teenager or young child. I'm just saying that for even for the case of your children, because you have a baby, your baby once they don't have to, but because of the money the cost is too much. People that have jobs, many of them did not do what they studied in school. So many. So we have to start looking, okay, what is the alternative? Is it going to a mentorship school? Is it going to a trade school? Something that you just focus on that profession. Focus on something that just takes you directly to that profession, that you won't have to go 4 years, 3-4 years in school. Do you understand? So that your credit card debt, please, it needs to, I don't know the interest rate on that, but you need to look for how you tackle that, because that is a big, and if possible, you need to cut down the way you use credit card. So you need to deliberately just cut costs. Write everything you are spending money on and say, cut costs. Your thing should be cut costs. For now, cut costs. Then as you are living the life of cost cutting, also look how can you get a higher paying job. Do you understand? Like, one thing I've noticed in life is people want to impress others. That's a really big mistake. It's a really big mistake. Yes, I agree the fact that yes, it's good to package yourself well, to be impressive is good. But once you allow that to like run your life, to be like the determining factor, that means it has passed the level of moderation, then it becomes dangerous. You need to cut your coat according to your size. Once you cut your and you are strong, you don't allow the peer pressure of doing what everybody is doing or what everybody defines as their own definition of success to bind your mind. You see that you live at peace. You said something, interest is killing you. Do you understand? So that feeling is not a good feeling at all. But how can you reprogram your mind? Okay, I don't need to spend this much in this. What will happen? What is the worst case scenario? Do you understand? Eventually, some of these things is, how will they look at me? But look at your mindset. Do you understand? What do you prefer? Do you prefer some people not to, for now, some people not to look at you as the richest or a big boy, big man, rich man, but you have peace in your mind and you know that in the long run, you get to that level, that wealth level? Or do you prefer to package yourself too much, like always want to package, and eventually you do beyond your power, you do beyond calculations, without calculating, you just want to keep. Do you understand? You want to live in the best of apartments, you want to live in do you understand? So you need to refrain your mind. Do you understand? You really need to refrain your mind so that you can gradually get out of this situation. Do you understand? So the good life, I can see you say you want to buy a house one day and give your kids a good life. It starts from now. You need to do those things now. Like, cut down your costs. Invest in things that prioritize paying your debt, prioritize savings, paying your debt, and investing. Do you understand? Live that small life now so that later on you can live in abundance. Let me not take too much of our time. Time is money. So you guys, ensure you subscribe. We have a lot more podcasts. You can just keep watching. There's a lot more you can learn. This is like a master class of different things to learn that will open your mind and take you to the next level. We'll see you another time.